Hi everyone. Well, today we're going to do another tequila review. This time I am going to review the entire main flight of the Casamigos tequilas. In the previous review, I reviewed the Casamigos Blanco tequila. You see half of it's still there, probably because I wasn't all that thrilled with it. But I did have in mind that I was going to do this review if I can find these two, and I did. This was a sample of the Casamigos Blanco tequila. I found it was okay. It was actually better, I thought, than the El Mejor tequila that I had, but certainly not as good as far better tequilas that my friend Brad from Agave Love and Lore and my friend Bourbon Vary gave me samples of. But it was okay. And just to recap, this is what you'd call one of these celebrity brands. This is a celebrity tequila. As with any celebrity brand, sometimes we get a little skeptical of those, but Heaven's Door, Bob Dylan, I found to be a really good one, and the Sir Davis, the Beyonce whiskey. I have not had, but I've heard great things about it. So there are examples where celebrity spirits are good. This is one of them that, so far I'm kind of like on the fence about, but we'll try the other two. Just to recap, again, this is Casamigos Tequila. Was founded in 2013 by longtime friends George Clooney, Randy Gerber, and Mike Meldman, and this is out of Jalisco, Mexico. So I'm going to take the rest of this one, pour it up, pour these two up, but just really quick on the aging. As I mentioned previously, Blanco, barely aged. We're talking about weeks. It could be aged up to 2 months. Reposado, generally aged 2 to 12 months in oak barrels, and the Añejo, generally aged in oak barrels 1 to 3 years. Naturally, as you'll see, you go the aging process, the tequilas get darker as we go along. There actually also is extra Añejo, but I have not seen that in many of them. It's very hard to find, certainly in this. And just again, I love these samples. This is basically, having this, tasting it, whether I like it or not. These alone are, we're talking like $40, $50 by me. Certainly in the 40s at a minimum. They get more expensive as you go up from the Blanco to the Reposado to the Añejo. But in any of these, I love these samples. You taste it, you don't like it, and you spent a couple of dollars, a few dollars, as opposed to buying a bottle for $40, $50 and even more. So let's get these in glasses and compare them. Okay, so we have them all poured up. I used the rest of what I had in the Casamigos Blanco tequila from last time, and then put even amounts of the Reposado and the Añejo in the other glasses, and, we still have some left over here. So we'll kind of do it like that. What we'll do is we'll work up from the Blanco to the Reposado to the Añejo. We go up in age. I think that's just the best way to do it as far as what I think. You'll see how clear, again, we did this last time. It looks like water. It looks like a clear spirit. It could be vodka. It could be gin, or an unaged gin. There's another type where you have it in barrels, but looks like any clear spirit. So let's give this a nose. So Casamigos blend, and this guy's that, again, my terms are crude for tequila, but basically it has that tequila smell. I don't know how else to describe it. I don't know if it's agave, whatever it is, but it's not something that this particular smell in this one is not thrilling me, but let's give this a taste. Cheers. Yeah, it's very sweet. I've heard this, I don't know if there's additives in here or not, but it's definitely on the sweet side. So that was the one we had last time. I'm not going to focus too much on that, just using that as a comparison. The next one is the Reposado, and compared to the Blanco, you can see that 2 to 12 months as opposed to up to 2 months definitely has some influence on the color, sitting in oak barrels. Let's give this a nose. Kind of similar on the nose. Give this a taste. Cheers. I think I prefer this a little more than the Blanco. Just a little bit of influence of barrel, and I don't know if I want to say, I don't even know if I want to say caramel. That's kind of, it is a bourbon note, but this can be detected in tequila as well. Let me go right to the Añejo. Just for comparison with the Reposado, you'll notice that this is darker than Reposado. Reposado 2 to 12 months, 1 to 3 years, definitely, and you'll certainly see from the Blanco what a difference that is of the barrel influence. This is the one that I'm expecting to like the most, but let's see. It's not as bad on the nose. I actually don't mind this as much as I like the smell. It's actually a little more subtle. Cheers. I like this the best. I am getting barrel. I find each one has a little more barrel influence, and in this particular flight here, this is the one I like the best. I am getting, actually, unless I'm imagining this from my head of bourbon, I'm getting a little vanilla and caramel in here. straight out, this is by far this is the best one of the three, the Casamigos Añejo Tequila. I like them as I go up the aging. This confirms that. I saw in this case it's really good because I happened to see, I got this sample last time, but they didn't have these. And then when I saw these, I'm like, I'm going to grab these because I kind of want to see them side by side. That's this brand, but it kind of represents more than that because I think that's kind of the way when I did the other tastings from other tequilas and even much better tequilas from Brad Agave, Love and Lauren, and Bourbon Barry, I didn't necessarily have always three direct ones to compare and to say with all else being equal, same brand, same tequila, in just the difference of the Blanco, the Reposado, and the Añejo. This is, to me, this is actually a good way to do it. So even though, well, this may not be the best brand, and I've already tasted far better, this can actually clearly show my preference for the aging, and I'm not surprised in this case that the Añejo, which resembles more of the aging and maybe some more of the barrel influence in bourbon and whiskey, would be my favorite of these three. Again, I'm not saying that this is the best thing I've ever tasted. This actually isn't bad, the Añejo, but again, the stuff I've tasted before was far better. But of these three, Casamigos Añejo Tequila is the winner. Cheers, take care, thanks for watching.